I seen Julia Fox, Marlon Wayans in this clip, and they were promoting their movie, and they started talking about what is a real man, and Julia Fox kind of, I guess, took over the whole interview. So we're gonna play that. Y'all let me know if she's off. What was that?
I said, here we go.
Yeah, let me know if she's off base. Y'all feeling what she's saying? Is she tripping? She on some shit? Because yeah, she was kind of wilding out. So let me go ahead.
Needs to hear what real men are. I think there's there's masculinity.
But what are real men?
Right. To me, a real man is a responsible man.
Because every time a man does some fuck shit, they'll be like, that's not a real man. And it's like, looks like a man to me.
I think a real man is in touch with his feminine
looks like a duck
side,
and it walks like a duck. I mean?
Yeah. I think a real man is knows how to unstrap from his ego.
I don't know. I think the real man thing is just the thing like that people invented to like excuse bad behavior. You know?
Yeah,
like all men are real men.
Said like a real man.
Period.
Yeah,
Say how it is.
I think, because I think the youth.
So what y'all think, man? Like on this whole section, you think she's on to something when she was breaking it down from the perspective like that's kind of a cop out. All men are real men.
I think about that.
Well, I could go first.
Go ahead.
Oh, Wally, you want to go first?
No.
No, go ahead, Wally.
No, you can go. I like I said, I'm perplexed because I'm so lost.
I give it to Marlon for not being upset and nor cutting her off because he was answering the question. It looked like she was on like another planet, and it was like I don't know what was up with her. Like the person who interviewed asked him that question or asked the guys, and she just injected herself. So what would happen if they're like, well, what's a real woman? And then she's trying to explain and they, interrupted her. It would have been seen as rude. Like they're men, let them talk about it and how they view manhood. It's not up to her to define that.
You know what?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, because the movie they promote is called Him, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, Him.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know the premise of the movie, but this is what I'm kind of thinking. I know she did this on purpose, intentionally, but I feel like she did that right to interject his talking points because she know that it's disrespectful, and she knows it's gonna go viral. But more importantly, now through negative press, the movie's gonna be promoted. It's like free promotion without having to spend money on ads. You just getting paid to like get an interview, and you're just like, oh, you know what? Let me just say whatever. And I won't be surprised if he was in it on, in it as well. But I think like by her doing that, I'm just thinking like maybe a strategic type of method. I think she just kind of did that because she knows that it's going to bring more eyes and attention. Now, since people are looking at her like she's a bad guy for being rude, they're going to tune into the movie a lot more, as opposed to like they never probably heard the movie itself. So it's just something that's kind of like in a passive way to kind of promote, but by going viral for the wrong reasons.
Interesting.
I didn't get it from that, man. Because looking at it, it looked organic. Like, because the guy on the light skinned dude, man, he looked annoyed when I was like looking at his body language towards the end. He's like, oh fuck. Like, I just think, man, some people can't really articulate themselves and they don't know how to like give people their moment, like Stan was saying, where it's just like, all right, man, let me let the guys define it. And she was speaking with kind of like a bitterness. And I know she was dating like Kanye, Drake, and then she was married before where that went sideways. So it's probably, man, she's like bitter. So when she heard that real man shit, she probably just like, oh fuck, I'm tired of this shit. She just like snapped because it sounded personal when she was like talking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was incoherent. So definitely that's why I said I don't know if she was like drinking or some shit, but something let up all those feelings of all those guys that she was dating, and she was just like, nah, fuck that. All y'all do some grimy shit. Real men are this. So she just felt like she had to chime in. That's what I got. But Marlon, he kind of just like Stans pointed out, like he just brushed it off, but you could tell like he was irritated. But
Right.
I know it is bringing some press though. So I mean, it did work out like you said, M3. So yeah, but I just think like she wasn't coherent, aka not that damn bright. She started blurting out some shit, and they were just like, yeah, whatever. But I'm with Stan on this, man. When I hear females trying to define what a real man is, that does irritate me. I think that's a conversation for men, and man, we have so many simps that I think that just let females run with that, because I think a lot of guys that probably weren't that good with women, they just took whatever women define as like what a real man is. And some of them guys thought it was cute because, they'll be tricking anyways and stuff. So they'll allow it to happen and stuff. And then I think that's what emboldened a lot of women like her, Julia Fox, to do shit like this. Like, oh, well, a real man, like, sit on the sidelines. I wish one of them would have done that in that interview. Like, hey, real men are talking here. Like, silence. But Wally, what's your take on this? Like, you think it was staged, or you think women should be defining like what a real man is?
So, as far as what M3 said about being staged, I ain't gonna lie. If she did this and she did this for trying to stage to get people to watch it, it would have not make me even want to watch it, because I'd have been like, why would you even come out of pocket to even say that? For what reasons?
Damn, that's a good point.
And plus, two, you're asking what defines a real man, but then you're coming out of the woodworks, out of thin air, saying, well, real men, and then you're saying in the sense of, oh, they're out here being disrespectful, or, such and such of bad taste or bad nature. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Where does that come from? Where did that come from? They're asking what is a real man, not what they do or what some people would participate as saying is a real man. So what are you talking about? So again, wherever left field that came out of your brain cells that triggered you to magically come out of the woodworks to say things as far as what is a man or what is a real man in this case, again, whatever that is for you, hey, take that to your therapist or someone else of clinical work that can help you out with that. Because at the end of the damn day, we ain't your problem. We ain't did nothing to you. Be gone. And two, another thing is, you did a movie that's based upon him. You read the script and everything else. If you had such a gripe with what this is in this interview at this point in time, why did you took the job to motherfucking be in this movie?
Pockets is hurting.
Broke ass.
But
Can't ask
man, I would have it. Oh, go ahead.
If you watched the entirety of this interview, when the guy next to Marlon was speaking, she didn't interrupt him. It was like she was interrupting Marlon during that whole interview, but not him. And that's why,
okay.
like,
So
man,
she probably wanted to hook up with homie, but you could tell he was like tired of her though, because like
but like you tell, like she's just disrespectful. It's just like, yo, like, let people talk about it. Like, I could never tell like a woman what's a real woman. Like, that to me is like, yo, that's not my place.
But let me piggyback off that, Stan, because that's where I was gonna get to, where I'm like, when we define what a woman is, man, we I guess we know how to remove like any ill feelings, and we'll be like, man, this is what we don't even really use the term real woman, honestly. But one of the things I hate when females try to define what a real man is, because like I said, it's almost coming from a place of what benefits me the most. So you'll hear them online all the time. It's like, well, a real man would pay all my bills. It's like, man, that's what it.
No, that's what your daddy would do.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they would describe it as a lot of times. It's almost like some shit that benefits them.
It's basically coming from their daddy, because their daddy did that.
No, man, because even ones that don't have dads will be like, or a
Oh, yeah,
real man
yeah,
would pay my rent. A real man would do this. There's always some self-centered shit attached to it.
Just because they that, but yeah, nah.
But you know, it's never the prototype of like an actual like strong guy that got his shit together. So that's why I was like talking to one female, I think with a Will channel. She was like, "Well, a real man would do all this, pay my bills, pretty much a slave to her." And I was like, "You never heard of like a Navy SEAL or somebody in special? You don't define that as a real man? Like he's only got to pay your bills. That's the like threshold of like a real man."
Hey, a real man got to fight to protect your woman, right? Same thing could all fall line one way or another.
So, but like if a female was defining it like the right way, man, people would have an issue. But it's like, man, when you're doing it for like self-centered causes and reasons, it's like, shut up. We don't want to hear that shit. Or negativity all the time because you don't know how to choose guys. That's what I get irritated. It's like she wants to. It's almost like Julia Fox. Because she had those bad experiences. It's almost like they push off the trauma to everybody else. And they, like I said, get the bitterness and shit.
Yeah, that's her problem.
But yeah, she did step on them though. She's definitely rude. So like any guy that looks at this clip and messes with her, I'm like, you got to be a sucker. Because you know she's like one of the ones that want to control shit. I wish somebody would do an interview with Kanye, be like, hey, is she kind of like hard to deal with?
He does her, so she probably was, and so did Drake.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Drake.
He's taking anything and giving it back to charity.
Ooh.
Hey, you know what? Ask Lil Wayne.
Wally.
Yeah, somebody need to reach out to them. Like, hey,
Dang, Wally.
yeah, Wally.
Hey, I'm just speaking.
Yeah, I was looking up this article. So this was the guy she had the kid with. They had a nasty split.
Who he moved on to?
They didn't even say in here. But okay, then was Drake after him? So Drake got up out of there.
So Drake's
says Julie.
Baby mamas now, huh?
Then it was Kanye West in 2022. Then it just drops off after that. Like it was like ain't nobody else coming around.
Oh, so that was like, that was recently out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. That she far gone.
But was she married to Kanye? Or was that another woman that was married to Kanye?
It's a different woman. Yeah, so he moved on.
Okay. Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. I think she upset because she's like, damn, I can't keep one of these motherfuckers.
Like, the fact that happened, I'm upset at the fact that she was still able to get a job.
Yeah, they probably already filmed the movie, so they could have cut her out of them scenes. So they're like, fuck, we just gotta tolerate Julia now.